Stephen Keating through, grabbing lead jammer status.
Black and Wild, penalty box, trying to complete his initial pass. But gets knocked to the inside. Now coming back through on his heels after picking up a 5-point grand calls off the
First half. Don't forget today we've got the Rolling Rebellion on their bake sales. Big old tournament going to support them. Also, we're having a raffle. Everyone have shirts from teams that are door.
We got Token jamming for Matt Daddy for collision. Token pushes his way up through the middle. Token through, picking up lead jammer status. Matt Daddy going the inside. Magic City doing a great job keeping the wall in front of him. He's finally able to sneak through.
You see that was a great stop on his toe stop as he was hit, almost went out of play, stayed up on his toes. Fire back. Great job, Matt Daddy there. Forced that call off.
Token jamming for Matt Daddy for collision. Token pushes his way up through the middle. Token through, picking up lead jammer. Mister coming out for the first time today for collision. Facing off against Danny Sayin of Magic City.
I'm not sure if that constitutes trash talking or barking. Mister taking a hit there from Christopher Smith. Comes right back in. Danny Sayin forced out. Tries to come his way through, but picks up a forearm penalty. We have a power jam Magic City.
And Danny Sayin has established lead jammer. Danny Sayin following Smith through the pack. Gets through easily picking up 5 points for Magic City. Danny Sayin on his toe stops, not able to stay in balance, cycle back behind the pack. Mister comes out of the penalty box, so Danny Sayin just calls off the jam. Going to be Black and Wild collision. Stephen for Magic City.
Stephen Keating checks the inside. Black and Wild tries up the middle. Magic City putting a wall. Black and Wild goes to the outside. Not much there except wide and dirty. Keating still trying to drive through both walls. Setting up well on this jam. Jammers are having to drive through, waiting for those walls to separate. Christopher Harrell holding back. Stephen Keating gets through. Looks like a little bit of a leg shot there. Black and Wild. Maybe a dead leg.
Stephen Keating pushing up through the middle of the pack. Picking up a 5-point grand slam for Magic City. Black and Wild still trying to get through the pack on his initial pass. Diving the inside. Almost has it. But cannot stay on his skates. Stephen Keating with a dive inside. Complete another 5-point grand slam.
Misfits playing a very clean game so far. Still not very many penalties, but the penalties that Collision has had have been jammer penalties. That's what's hurting them right now. But Green is still playing a pretty clean game so far.
Stephen Keaton not able to stay inside the track. Calls off the jam. So Stephen Keaty, not able to stay in bounds, picks up a penalty at the end for skating out of bounds, which will give Sweet Meat and Collision the power start. And Magic City calls timeout. So the timeout has switched from a Magic City timeout to an official timeout.
Yes, Magic City won't be charged for it. Our medical staff is over here checking on Black and Wild.
All right, coming out of the injury timeout, it's going to be Sweet Meat with the power start for Collision. All right, we're finally ready to get back to it. Still Sweet Meat back there for collision.
Collision with a chance right now to pick up some much-needed points to cut into that lead just inside of 16 minutes. And as soon as I say that, we have a track cut releasing Stephen Keedy. Now, Sweet Meat only has to serve as much as Keedy, just like we all know that he will. So this is going to be a short, quick power jam for the Misfits.
Sweet Meat out of the box on the outside. Skate through with no problem, but he cannot pick up lead jammer coming out of the penalty box. But he's able to pick up a 5-point grand slam for collision. He's still finally able to establish it. Calls it off. Matt Daddy jamming for collision.
Kendall Smash wearing the star for the Misfits. This is his first jam of this game. Playing a little bit of strategy and defense. Cuts back through in the middle and grabs lead jammer status for the Misfits. Matt Daddy still trying to find his way through a wall of Christopher Harrell and Christopher Smith. He tries the outside. Kendall Smith jumps, does not quite land it, goes to the inside. Forced to cycle back.
Kendall Smash able to pick up 3 points before he calls off that jam. Does a great job by Kendall Smash getting small on that initial pass, cutting through that small hole, just diving through.
Got some great blocking there from the Misfits on that as well to make that hole open up. As Danny's saying, where's the star for the Misfits going up against Sweet Meat for collision?
Danny's saying time to the outside, getting around Mr. picking up lead jammer.
Sweet Meat driving through, having a tough time there with Michael Bratz. Does get around Michael Bratz. Danny's saying, though, quick through on the inside, picks up his points. Calls off the jam after picking up 4.
Kendall Smash back out there to jam for Magic City. I do believe that's Nathan jamming for collision.
This is his first jam of this game. Nathan fires off, and Christopher Smith holding him up front. Kendall Smash on the outside. Picks up lead jammer status for Magic City.
Kendall Smash, another great job of getting small on the outside, keeping his skates in bounds.
Nathan making it through a no pass, no play, but he gets through on his initial pass. Kendall Smith trying to pick some more points up before he calls off the jam. Picks up that last point, calls off the jam after picking up 4.
Magic City calling an official review.
So, Fish, what I have overheard what they were talking about was when the call with the no pass, no penalty versus a track cut back at turn 2, the Magic City Misfits wanted some clarification on why that was not a track cut, and that's what they're going to discuss right now. I'm not a DJ, man. Hold on, I'm trying to. Did I look like a jam? Look at this. A beat. Is that a beat, Chuck? Is that a beat for you? It's got a beat. Okay, just making sure that's okay. Still a beat. Sorry, Dak. I never claimed to be a DJ. So what happened was, Collision's jammer, Nathan, was charged with skating out of bounds. Misfits will retain their official review as Token is now on a power start and power jam opportunity for the Misfits, but picks up a forearm. So Collisions will now have a opportunity for a power jam, but it's going to be a brief one because Nathan has to serve, or Token has to serve as much as Nathan did.
And Hot for Teachy's going to hinder him by putting him a blocker down in this situation. Because he picked up, I think it was a forearm.
Well,
cut. Sorry, it was a cut.
Track cut, but we've had an official star pass with Sweetmeat. Sweetmeat now the jammer for Collisions. Christopher Smith with a great apex jump to get out front to blow that last line of defense blocking. Sweetmeat does get around, though.
That's something Magic City's done great all weekend. Is you'll think the opposing jammer is out of the pack, and all of a sudden there's a three-wall in front of him.
Well, we're going to go a full 2 minutes. No lead jammer on this one. 11 minutes left in the half. Token goes to the outside. Takes a hit from Hot for Teachy. Token on the inside, and he goes through picking up 4 points. 3 points there for Sweetmeat as a no pass, no penalty.
Token skating through pretty easily on the outside to pick up 4 more points for Magic City. Sweetmeat taken out of bounds on the outside, cycling back behind the pack. Stephen Keating making him skate as far back as he can.
Token on his toe stops on the inside, dancing his way through, picks up 5 points.
The jam time's out with 10 minutes to go. Your score, Collision 21, Magic City 104. It's going to be Mad Daddy jamming for Collision. Danny Sayin out there for Magic City. Danny Sayin pushed out of bounds on the inside.
That would be random battle there, forcing Sayin to the inside, and Mighty Mouth trying to get him to the outside, getting a little help from Tone there from Collision. Danny Sayin make it through, grabbing lead jammer status. Matt Daddy being forced out, for look like by Chuck Best, Quad and Dirty, and Bratz over there as a 3-wall up front. Christopher Harrell out back trying to play a little bit of offense for Sayin. Sayin makes it through with a big hit on Matt Daddy in turn 3. Good hit from Mister with a good hit on Sayin.
Kendall Smash going to be jamming for Magic City. Sweet Meat for Collision. Sweet Meat with some fans out there today. Sweet Meat diving to the outside. Juking in, back out. Picks up lead jammer. Kendall Smash out of the pack right behind him. Sweet Meat able to pick up 2 points before he calls it off, so Kendall Smash doesn't pick up anything for Magic City.
Mister wearing the star for Collision, roller derby, and as soon as I say that, we are going to have a timeout. Looks like timeout. Coming up next, the winner of this bout will take on Texas Men's Roller Derby. And then determining that if whoever comes out of this bout and happens to Texas, then there will be a 7th bout.
They have to do it again.
They have to play them again back to back. If not, then the next bout is considered championship bout. So there's a long road to go here, but everybody's here ready to play derby, and I don't think that there's a problem with these guys at all. So they're putting it all on the line, holding nothing back right now, and that's what you want to see on Elimination Round Derby. As Mister wearing the star for Collision going up against Token for Magic City.
Token around the outside, picking up lead jammer. You did. Like, right to the whistle. Mister having a hard time getting around Chuck Best at the front of the pack. Cuts on the inside of him. Makes his initial pass. As Token comes through the pack, calls off the jam. Like, you finish your statement, whistle, jammer. You hit it. That was awesome. Right. It's going to be Sweet Meat jamming for Collision Men's Roller Derby. Danny Sam for Magic City Misfits. Whistle blows, nobody goes. Danny Sand decides to go to the inside. Sweet Meat Sand spinning out of the front of the pack. That's a 5-point grand slam. No. Picked up a forearm penalty, I believe. Is that?
He did pick up the forearm penalty. Now, what happened was pretty crucial. The fact that he missed the point of no return, has to skate all the way around. If he hurries in time and sits before Sweet Meat's release, which he didn't. So that means he has to still serve the full 30 seconds. Had he not passed that, he would have been able to join in and had a shorter penalty in play. So Collision's men roller derby right out with a 30-second power jam opportunity right here and put some points up on the board. Sweet Meat getting through now on his initial.
Christopher Harrell picking up a multiplayer block as Sweet Meat's coming through the front of the pack. Sweet Meat able to recover on that knockout of bounds quickly. Dive to the outside, get through, pick up one more 5-point grand slam before the end of his power jam. Danny saying nice move on the inside, but is not able to stay in bounds. The Sweet Meat comes through for a 5-point natural grand slam.
Sayin taking a big whip there from Christopher Smith out at the front. This straightaway right here. Sweet Meat flying in, no pun intended, coming out of turn 4. 4.5 minutes left of the first half.
It's going to be Stephen Keedy jamming for Magic City, Matt Daddy for Collision.
Stephen Keedy checks the outside. Look like we're picking up a multiplayer block. That'd be random battle. Has to go all the way around. Keedy tries the inside, and Mighty Mouth forces him out with a little help of Hop for TG and Mister. Matt Daddy trying to make his way through. Misfits doing a great job forcing him to the inside. Hard landing on his skate as he gets back up. Recycles back behind Quad and Dirty for a no pass, no penalties. Quad and Dirty goes for the hit outside, goes out as well. Matt Daddy recycles back behind Bratz. Meanwhile, Keedy on the inside picks up 5 big points for the Misfits.
Matt Daddy being held at bay by that 2-all put up by Magic City as Stephen Keedy's coming through for another scoring pass. Going the outside of Mister. Mister just missed him, as does Walter Cation, and that's 5 more points for Magic City. Matt Daddy finally to complete his initial pass.
One to beat with Stephen Keedy forced out by Mister as Matt Daddy came in pretty hot, taking a hit from Bratz at the end of that jam. Collision picking up 1. Misfits pick up 3.
Sweet Meat jamming for Collision. It's going to be Danny Sayin for Magic City.
Yeah. Sayin forced out by Sweet Meat, recycles back to him. Sweet Meat on the front through the middle, picks up lead jammer status. Kendall smash in chase, cannot catch him, has to let him go. Sayin making through as well. High block was the call on run EMT. Pack advantage right now for the Misfits. Sweet Meat on the outside, 1 skate, calls off the jam after picking up 4.
It's going to be Mr. jamming for Collision. Kendall smash back out there for Magic City. Mister with a quick panty pass to Sweet Meat, but Magic City able to adjust.
Hasn't been successful as he still has it in hand, so Collision has no jammer out right now. Kendall Smash trying to drive his way through, does get lead jammer status. Sweet Meat wearing the star officially on a 1 foot, spins to the inside to get around Stephen Keedy.
Kendall Smash knocked into the inbound track by Mister, calls off the jam after picking up 2 points. Matt Daddy's going to be jamming for Collision. Danny Sayin back out there for Magic City.
their way through, trying to find that little. Tries the inside force. Tries back again. Matt Daddy being forced to the outside. Nothing there but a wall of green. A multiplayer block from and picking up lead jammer status here, rolling down on the jam clock now. This first done with jam.
Danny Saint back, able to pick up a grand slam for Magic. Matt Daddy still trying to complete his initial pass. Danny Saint jumped the apex, but running straight into the back of Matt Daddy. Comes spinning out of the pack into the ground, but is able to pick up 5 points for Magic City. Bouncing off of through for 5 more.
Big Mikey's landscaping penalty. Empty going on so far. Box saying on his stand from Nathan. Back up to keep his 5 points. In the back of the pack, she hits on him. Great hit as well as Mighty Mouth into the inside. Comes back, tries to get out front. Takes a big shot from and Chuck Beth. Official. All right, so we are going to be at halftime of the first game today. The official review, their fish at the end was Green was challenging the multiplayer call at the very end to see they were disputing the fact that it was not a multiplayer. In fact, it was overturned. No multiplayer was a call. Green retains, Misfits retain official review status as we go into halftime. All right, Fish. So as everybody starts to make their way back for the second half, news from the medical staff was Black and Wild did pass all of his tests, so he will be back to skating the second half for collisions. We want to take extra precautions, of course, because we want to make sure he didn't have a concussion. Concussions are a serious part of our sport. We know that. It's nothing to take lightly. Medical staff did a great job testing him out, making sure he passed. Great job from our skating officials, too, also by calling that. That is why we didn't see him the halfway through of the first half.
That's going to be a big boost to collision to get him back on the track also. Looks like we're going to have Sweet Meat jamming for collision. Michael Bratz jamming for Magic City. Sweet Meat on the outside. Knocked out of bounds by Kendall Smash. Tries the inside. Able to keep his wheels on the track and pick up lead jammer, but Bratz is out of the pack right behind him. Sweet Meat forced to call off the jam before he can pick up any points.
It's funny, Fish. We were sitting here, and as everybody was lined up on that Stroud Fitness jam line, we hear everybody laughing, joking around. All of a sudden, they go 5 seconds, and it got quiet. Like, game faces are now on. Halftime's over. Joking aside, back to Derby. As Matt Daddy going to be jamming for collision, going up against Stephen Keedy for the Misfits. Starting off this second jam. That's why we have challenges with announcing. It was never saying it was going to be a non-risky event, being announcers. Stephen Keedy forced to the inside by Black and Wild and Mighty Mouth. And a little help for Hoffertici. Mad Daddy goes through, but he is not lead jammer. No pass, no penalty if a down skater. So Stephen Keedy is now lead jammer. Calls off that jam very quickly. 0-0 on that jam.
Token's going to be jamming for Magic City. Sweet Meat back out there for collision.
Sweet Meat checks to the outside. Token goes through the inside as a spin move, trying to get through. Sweet Meat forced to the inside. Token picking up a track cut. Track cut was the call. Power jam opportunity right now for Sweet Meat and collision. Misfits sitting up there, four wall, holding him back, getting a little bit of offensive help there from Random Battle. Taking a break to tighten the toe stops. Everybody just waits. And now we're back to Derby.
Sweet Meat with a spin move right around Chuck Best, picking up 5 points for collision as the power jam expires.
Sweet Meat still driving his way through. Token trying to get through on his initial. Calls off the jam as everybody was tangled up. Sweet Meat picking up 1 point into that jam.
It's going to be Nathan for collision facing off against Danny Sayin of Magic City. Danny Sayin on the inside, but Black and Wild's there to stop him. Run EMT picking up a high block. But the penalty's worth it because they keep Danny Sayin in the pack for longer. But Nathan picks up a track cut as Danny Sayin comes out in front of the pack, establishing lead jammer. He goes on the power jam.
It's something we've seen today in this bout, or this game, whatever you want to call it. Sayin has been a very effective jammer. He didn't wear the star much yesterday. Maybe they were saving something for today. He's been a very effective jammer, as we see right there, picking up another 5 points for the Misfits.
Danny Sayin with a nice move on the inside, picking up a 5-point grand slam and calling off the jam. Michael Bratt's coming out for the power start for Magic City Misfits.
Collision right now with only 2 blockers out there. Misfits with a severe pack advantage, and you saw how that worked out with all offensive blocking. Great block from Glisson there to allow Bratz to get through on the inside. Power jam off, and as I said that, still pack advantage for the Misfits.
And because of that quick call off when they saw the jammer standing at the end of the last jam, Bratz was halfway through the back around to the pack whenever the jammer for Collision even got to the pack. Michael Bratz high stepping it through the pack, picking up a 5-point grand slam.
Great hit there from Christopher Smith, forcing Nathan to the outside. Has to recycle back. Bratz right through on the inside, picking up 5 more points for the Misfits. One-on-one jamming and blocking there at the back, getting a little bit of help from Stephen Keedy, pulling double duty, also has a pivot. Nathan's still trying to drive his way through as Bratz goes through on the inside for another 5 points for Magic City.
Bratz on the outside, taking a hit from Run AMT, but stays on the track, pick up a 5-point grand slam.
Mister taking a few shots there from Chuck Best, and pretty much everybody out there on the track giving him a good hit as he was carrying that cover in his hand. So we have had a successful star pass. Mister now jamming for Collision as Bratz calls off the jam. It seemed like he was running through there, and everyone for the Misfits, though, it was like a firing squad. Everybody took a hit at him before he got to turn 2.
They take that hit and line right back up and wait for their turn again. It's going to be Kendall Smash jamming for Magic City. Matt Daddy out there for Collision. We got a timeout called by Collision.
Don't forget, coming up next, the winner of this game will take on Texas Men's Roller Derby Outlaws here at the Texas Roll-'em Tournament. We're so glad that everyone is here, and of course everybody listening online or watching as we go through this MRDA Men's Tournament.
We should start talking in mean. We should start talking in mean.
All right, getting ready for this next jam. Pack advantage for the Misfits. Kendall Smash tries to the outside. Matt Daddy tries right through the middle. Everybody's running as Kendall smashes over. Random Battle has a hit, but on the outside was Matt Daddy picking up lead jammer status for Collision. Now it's a foot race back to the pack. Pack setting up and quickly calling off that jam is Mad Daddy, as we will set up 0-0 on that jam.
It's going to be Sweet Meat jamming for Collision, and Danny Sand back out there for Magic City. Sweet Meat picking up lead jammer. Got about half a track lead on Danny Sand. Sweet Meat forces his way through the 3-wall, diving to the outside. Picking up his 4 points and calling off the jam.
So, a little bit of, let's say, some good news from yesterday. You notice there was an injury on the track with Ziggy Scarcrust from Austin Anarchy. Found out that his shoulder injury was only a sprain. He's only out for a couple weeks. Nothing serious. Thank goodness he will be back to Derby soon. So that's a good bit of news right there. Bratz knocked out right there by Black and Wild and Mighty Mouth. Mad Daddy's still trying to get it through on the outside of a blocking of Token and Chuck Best. Bratz get around with a little bit of offensive help from Glisson. Goes through his lead jammer out there on his own. Matt Daddy's still trying to get around Chuck Best, and that is no easy task, I can promise you, as he's forced back to the inside. Hop, skip, and jump on the inside is Bratz, coming through with 5 big points for Magic City.
Matt Daddy picking up a track cut. That's going to put Bratz and Magic City on the power jam. Bratz calling off the jam after picking up 3 more points for Magic City. We got an official timeout. Stephen Keedy coming out with the power start for Magic City. Nice job of blocking to get him through, pick up lead jammer.
Misfits coming in, throwing some offense and blocking to help Stephen Keedy through. Knocked down. And no pass, no penalty, as that'd be Black and Wild, forced him to the ground. Power jam over with as Matt Daddy's out there trying to make his way through, forced out by Christopher Smith. Little help from Christopher Harrell and Kendall Smash. Stephen Keedy on his toe stops, one to beat. Black and Wild out of the front, does get around him, picks up 4 points for Magic City.
Matt Daddy picking up a forearm. Gonna put Stephen Keedy on the power jam for Magic City.
Makes his way through, 5 points, Magic City. Wall setting up right now. Pack advantage goes to Collision. They'll set it up, but Magic City is setting up some great offense right there, helping to spread that pack apart to let Stephen Keedy make his way through. He does go through after he picks up 5 points. Quickly calls off the jam.
Magic City always seems to be aware when that jammer for the opposing team stands up in the box to call it off to give them a power start and a huge advantage to take lead jammer. So it's going to be Tokens with this power start for Magic City. Nice juke to the inside on Sweet Meat by Token. He is lead jammer. Matt Daddy out of the penalty box, passing the star to Sweet Meat.
Great job, though, Sweet Meat. If he would have dropped that, the only person that could have picked it up would have been Matt Daddy.
This important announcement just coming in. In 30 minutes, the Huck Wagon will be closed. If you want tacos, you better get over there. You got 30 minutes.
Tacos.
Tacos.
17 minutes left of this game. Illegal star pass was the call on Mad Daddy. Therefore, power jam opportunity for the Misfits. A power start as Bratz is going to be jamming for the Misfits.
Michael Bratz going to the inside of that 2-wall, easily establishing lead jammer. Diving to the inside, Sweet Meat's able to take Bratz out of bounds. Cycling back behind the pack, restart his scoring pass. Michael Bratz is through for 5 points for Magic City.
Mister with a good hit on Bratz, forcing him to stop his momentum, and then get another shot from Black and Wild, and circle back with Sweet Meat out there as well.
Walter Casey coming out to jam for the first time today for Collision will be facing off against Danny Sand. Walter Cation driving into that 2-wall, set up in front of him by Magic City. But he picks up a track cut trying to walk the tightrope on the inside line. It's going to put Danny Sand on a power jam. But Danny Sand picked up a penalty, gets to the seat before Walter Cation. So as soon as Walter Cation hits the seat, Danny Sand is released. And Walter Cation will sit there as long as Danny Sand did. But Danny Sand, in the meantime, is able to get through the pack. And in a jam where there can be no call-off, it's a huge advantage to be one scoring pass ahead of your opposing jammer.
Walter Cation still trying to make his way through the wall of green. Danny Sand trying to take a great shot there from Random Battle. Danny Sand holding it on the inside line, gets up by 5 points. Walter Cation still trying to make his move to the outside. Nothing there but a wall of green, being Stephen Keedy, Christopher Smith, Wadden Dirty, and Chuck Best. Random Battle doing a great fight there to Danny Sand, but he went out as well, forcing him outside Waltercation tried to get through around Christopher Smith, forced to the inside as recycled back. Great last line defense by the Misfits. Collision giving a little bit of offensive help there in the way of Hot for Teaching in random battle. Nathan throwing in as well as Waltercation tries to make his way through. Hit from Stephen Keating.
Danny Sam picking up a blocking with the head penalty as he spins into the back of the wall set up by Collision, which means with the jam timing out before Danny Sam's able to hit the seat, that means Collision will have a full 30-second power jam at the start of this next jam. Sweet Meat with the power start for Collision. Mister coming in, throwing some offensive blocks, try to help get him through. The Magic City able to reestablish a 2-wall in front of Sweet Meat. Knock him out of bounds, cycle him back to the pack.
Sweet Meat taking a little bit of a whip there from Mister out in turn 2. Tries to get around, does get around Glisten, and that makes him lead jammer. But Magic City did a great job killing that power jam and holding him to no points.
Yeah. Gotcha. Sweet Meat coming in on a scoring pass, goes down hard.
As does Sayin with a huge hit, almost taking out the whiteboard in the middle.
Sweet Meat handing off the star. Black and Wild putting it on. Sweet Meat giving up lead jammer status with that star pass.
No lead for the full 2 minutes as Magic City was also successful with the star pass, meaning Bratz is now the jammer for Magic City as he is out there mixing it up with Tone Run EMT, Mister, and Black and Wild and Sweet Meat.
Rat's working inside line. Gets taken down by Tone. Tone picks up a forearm penalty on his way to the penalty box. As Black and Wild coming through on the inside, picking up 4 points for Collision.
Back-to-back 2-minute jams there does take your toll as we are inside 11 minutes left of this game.
Start that mashup. Goof off all you want. No, mashup's fun. Yeah. Right, yeah. I might talk a little smack. But, yeah. Last night when I called out for it on the track taking selfies during timeouts. Because I was calling it from the outside track because they didn't have any OBRs. But I was on front foot the whole yeah, right. I like being outside the track. So after that jam was over, Magic City Misfits calling an official review, claiming that Black and Wild had cut the track. And after review, it was determined that it was a track cut, so he will be starting the jam in the penalty box, putting Magic City on the power jam with Kendall Smash back there with the power start.
Yeah, Fish and I were just up here talking a little nugget of information. That's the third official review that the Misfits have had and won. So seeing how that does pay off in this power start, giving a power jam now for Kendall Smash and the Misfits of Magic City with 10.5 minutes left of this game. Kendall Smash driving two-wall out front. Mighty Mouth and Hot for Teachy have to let him go. Random battle out there as well.
Jam before Collision can score any points. It's going to be Sweet Meat jamming for Collision, Danny Sam for Magic City, and we got an official timeout.
Danny saying wearing the star for the Misfits going up against Sweet Meat for Collision. Sweet Meat checks to the outside, back in and see find an opening. Nothing there but a wall of green. Danny saying still trying to get through. Great wall from Collision as Sweet Meat makes it through backwards, going through, grabbing lead jammer status for Collision.
Keedy dons the star pass as Sweet Meat comes through for a 4-point scoring pass for Collision. Keedy coming through with a big hit on Run EMT. Getting some help from Christopher Smith after picking up 4 points for Magic City.
Great spin move there from Sweet Meat as he gets through, picking up 4 points for Collision. 8.5 minutes left. Stephen Keedy on the outside goes through untouched, picking up 4 points as well. Sweet Meat on the inside going through, calling off that jam after picking up 4 points.
Kendall Smash is going to be jamming for Magic City again, facing off against Black and Wild for Collision Men's Roller Derby. Kendall Smash trying to work on the outside, but Mouth is able to push the blocking wall into him, knock him out of bounds. So Black and Wild decides he's going to drive him back. Kendall Smash coming through on a scoring pass. Stumbling through the front of the pack. Kendall smashes through the pack, establishing lead jammer.
Cut on Mighty Mouth is going to allow a power jam now for Magic City. 6.5 minutes left of this game. Kendall Smash taking a little bit of a juke move and hit to get around Matt Daddy. Goes through, picking up 5 big points. Pack advantage for Magic City right now. Black and Wild picking up a clockwise block.
So, here's my question. Did the refs just look at that like he did skate all the way around? Because you notice he had to go through the pack twice to establish it. So, whenever it came back in, but the skater went all the way back. So I guess they're saying instead of making him skate all the way back. I mean, I guess it all works out to wash that way, but technically it wasn't cut, right? Bratz out there with a power jam for Magic City. Bratz is lead jammer. Nice offensive blocking by Magic City, making an easy job of it for Bratz to get through and pick up 5 points. Bratz coming through the front of the pack for 5 more points for Magic City. Mouth passing the star off to Sweet Meat. As Bratz coming through on the inside. Almost stays in bounds, but just spins a skate out of bounds, has to call off the jam.
And 4.5 minutes left of this game. Danny Sayin wearing the star for the Misfits. Going against Matt Daddy for Collision.
Danny Sayin jamming for Magic City, gets spun out of bounds by Black and Wild. Matt Daddy's at the front of the pack, not finding any room in that 3-wall set up by Magic City.
Danny Sayin forced back to the inside, recycled back. Matt Daddy trying to break through this 3-wall of Kendall Smash, Chuck Best, and Token. Token called for a multiplayer block, therefore he will go on through. Matt Daddy still can't get through Kendall Smash and Chuck Best out front. Meanwhile, Danny Sayin making through. His pass called lead jammer. Forced out from a hit from Black and Wild and Walter Cation. Forced out again is Sayin as he recycles back behind Hot for Tichy and Walter Cation. Clockwise block call for Kendall Smash, allowing Matt Daddy to get through his initial. Sayin calls off the jam.
Just an example of how strong the defenses have been this weekend. We were over 30 seconds into that last jam before a single skate passed the pivot line. It was like 20 or 35 seconds in. First skate passed the pivot line. It's going to be Bratz jamming for the Magic City Misfits. Sweet Meat for Collision. Collision starting with a huge blocker advantage, and Sweet Meat spins through, picks up lead jammer. Bratz taking a hit from Mister as Collision reestablishes their wall in front of Bratz. Bratz able to drive through, though, and complete his initial pass. Sweet Meat playing a little defense before going at that Magic City wall. Using his shoulders to get around Token. for 4 points for Collision. Sweet Meat going through on the inside, taking a big hit from Quad and Dirty, has to cycle back behind. As Kendall Smash now has the star on for Magic City, and he's on the power jam. As Sweet Meat was sent to the box for a forearm penalty. Kendall Smash going to the outside, coming through, and that's 5 more points for Magic City. Magic City's blockers bridging back as far as they can as Sweet Meat comes out of the box. And Kendall Smash comes out of the front of the pack for 5 more points. Sweet Meat working his way to the front of the pack. The Magic City able to get 2 blockers in front of him quick. Great job of reestablishing position on a jammer shown by Magic City there.
It was a great move by Token there to get to the inside, jump up front to put another blocker out there out front. All right, that is going to be our unofficial final right there. We're going to get word once that is official, and this game will be a wrap. Y'all give a round of applause for Magic City Misfits. How about a round of applause for Collision Men's Roller Derby?